What if 92 days passed for you, but only 18 minutes for the rest of the world? That's exactly what Alex Collier, former U.S. Army helicopter pilot, claims happened after he was taken aboard a 900-mile-wide alien mothership in 1989. This isn't just a UFO story. It's a journey into time, memory, and the unknown. The First Contact. A childhood in 1964. Alex Collier's story begins in the unlikeliest of ways, during a game of hide-and-seek outside his grandfather's home in 1964. As a child, he fell asleep in a field. When he woke, he claimed he wasn't on Earth anymore. He described the room as dark and warm. He was lying flat on a table, fully clothed. Before him stood two figures. One tall, young, and blue-skinned, about 7 feet tall, the other short and very old. He didn't panic. Instead, he says he felt safe, like he knew these beings. Over time, that memory didn't fade. It grew stronger and more detailed. Abduction or invitation. The 1989 return. 25 years later, Collier says the contact resumed. In 1989, while resting in a cornfield, again, he awoke not under the sky, but aboard a vast alien vessel. The occupants? The same beings he had seen as a child. Their names, he would later learn, were Visayas and Morowane, both from the Andromeda galaxy. According to Collier, the aliens didn't abduct him, they invited him. He calls it a privilege to have lived among them for 92 days. But in Earth time, only 18 minutes had passed. This time dilation effect, he claims, was due to the dimensional nature of the ship. A city in space, life inside the mothership. The ship itself, Collier says, was a marvel, 900 miles across, containing 24 levels, entire parks, living quarters, and advanced technology that could simulate sunrises using holograms. It wasn't just a vessel, it was a self-sustaining world. He lived as both a guest and a curiosity. The aliens studied him, he observed them. He was part subject, part student, learning about their customs, communication, and nonverbal forms of thought. He compared the experience to being a fish in a glass bowl, watched but unharmed. This floating metropolis, he claims, operates by laws of physics unfamiliar to Earth science. The Andromedans, beings of light and longevity. The beings, called Andromedans, were humanoid but visibly different. Their skin was light blue, their features symmetrical. Collier describes Visayas as being over 43,000 years old, and Morowane as about 1,700. They communicated telepathically and shared a sense of empathy he found overwhelming. He claimed they told him that humanity is not alone and never has been. According to them, our universe is 21 billion years old and populated by over 135 billion humanoid beings. Earth, in their view, is still in an early stage of consciousness. Their society, he said, operated without money. Paper with pictures, Visayas called it. Strange physics, time, space, and dimensional shifts. To exist aboard the ship, Collier had to wear a special belt that held his atoms together. Crossing into the ship's interior meant entering another dimension, one with its laws of physics. The belt, he said, created a cocoon around his body, allowing him to function in their reality. On board, he felt physically lighter, taller, and more energetic. But there was a trade-off. He had to sleep often. 1 Andromedan day equals 31 Earth days. Their perception of time was vastly different. He said that past lives could even be accessed and reviewed through advanced technology inside the ship. Alien knowledge, what they taught him. During his stay, Collier says the Andromedans taught him about Earth's history, hidden truths, and humanity's forgotten past. He claims he was shown images from past incarnations, including one where he died in battle 62,000 years ago while allied with alien races. He also claims the aliens showed him that the U.S. Army is secretly 400 years ahead of current technology, operating in secret with knowledge far beyond what the public knows. But he said the most profound lesson was about unity, how human life is interconnected with life elsewhere in the universe, through consciousness, genetics, and spirit. Departure and aftermath. Collier says he didn't want to leave. He pleaded to stay on the ship, even broke down crying, but was told it wasn't his time. He was returned to Earth 18 minutes after he'd left. He says the reintegration was difficult, not just because of the time lapse, but because he now carried memories of an experience no one else could validate. Since then, he's spoken about it publicly only a few times, notably at a 2007 conference in Japan. He hasn't returned to the public eye in any major way since. Skepticism versus belief. sorting myth from memory. Critics dismiss Collier's claims as fabricated or delusional. There's no physical evidence, no recordings, verifiable logs, or independent witnesses. UFO researchers are divided. Some see him as a sincere man recounting a real, albeit unprovable, experience. Others see a constructed mythos, shaped by the psychological residue of dreams or trauma. Still, his story persists. It's detailed, consistent, and oddly compelling. Whether fact or fiction, it taps into something deeper. A collective desire to believe that we are part of something bigger, that the stars above aren't silent, and that maybe, just maybe, someone out there is watching back. The message that remains. Alex Collier's story may never be proven, but it forces us to ask, what if even one part of it were true? In a universe of trillions of galaxies, are we alone, or just blind to what's already here? Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the unexplained. Because sometimes, the truth isn't out there, it's already landed.